Hey friends, what is up? You should be so proud of me. So I had a doctor's appointment today and I can't even begin to describe. My anxiety level has been at a 10. Doctor's appointments do that to me and I can't even explain why, because I'm just going in for a follow-up. But it's something about just trying to mentally prepare for it for the entire day, and then I almost give it all of my mental capacity that I kind of feel like it holds me hostage. Like my entire day is built around this event and I can't even, it's illogical. I can't even begin to explain it or describe it, but it does. It completely ruins my entire day, and it takes a lot of effort and energy for me to get myself in the right headspace to be able to even go. And today was not that day. I did not have the right headspace to be able to even think about going. So right off the bat, I wanted to cancel. I hate going to the doctor. I was able to just, pull my big girl panties up, and I think I said that saying right, and power through, and I'm home and everything is fine and it's okay. But I have some very exciting news. So I started teaching 2 years ago. So this is about to be my third school year. So I started teaching 2 years ago, but I've been teaching on a permit, and I finally, a couple weeks ago, passed my very last praxis. I had to take 4 praxis so far, and I passed my very last praxis. And as of yesterday, your girl is officially licensed. I'm a licensed teacher now. Nothing's going to change. I'm still teaching the same job. I'm still teaching at the same place. I'm still teaching the same thing. It's just, instead of being on year-to-year permit, now I am officially licensed. And I have to say that, like, all the steps that I had to take that were kind of like just looming over me because I'm a high anxiety person, all those things just looming over me, knowing that I had to get through them to get the license, just that is a load off now that I've finished everything, I've completed it, and it just feels good. I'm kind of like on this dopamine hit right now because it just came in yesterday. So got that little dopamine hit going on right now, or that little dopamine high, and it feels so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I got it done and over with before, because my permit would have expired by the end of June, and I would have had to go through the process to renew and get it approved. And the approval is based on how the state feels the need of permits are, and so it's kind of always case by case if it's going to get approved or not. So now I don't even have to worry about it, because your girl's officially a licensed teacher now. So that feels good. Anyways, enough about that. I didn't mean to ramble on about that, but I have a lot to get through, because I couldn't even tell you what these boxes are because I've let them pile up so much. But I have a lot of book mail to get through, and a small little McKay's haul that I need to get through. But it's a lot that I need it decluttered. I need to get through it, stop having these boxes piled up, and get them out of boxes and onto my never-ending TBR. So let's get into it. So I don't know, this is not in any particular order, because that is just beyond my capability sometimes. So we're just gonna get into it and unbox things as they come, and it just feels good to be able to get them unboxed. Here, let me start with the Waterstones, because I know exactly what that one is. So this one is Waterstones. I already know what it is. It is funny story. I always want to say funny people. I don't know why, but it is funny story. And this one is in there tight. there we go. So it is the Waterstones edition of A Funny Story. And I love that cover. So it was really hard to decide to purchase this one because I really liked the cover, the regular cover to this. I liked all the blue on it too, but I missed out on the special edition of Happy Place. But besides that, all my Emily Henry books are some sort of special edition. And so I wanted it to match, and I really liked all the colors on this cover too. But it was hard to pick because the spine on the regular edition is really cute with all like the fruit or lemons or something on it. But anyways, I just got it because I have these 3 versions, but they're Illumicrate. And then I missed out on Illumicrate's version of this. And I think I missed out on Waterstones if they did one. I can't remember of this, of Happy Place too. So, but I really liked the all pink Happy Place. So I have that regular version of it. But I really do like the Funny Story one. And then it's just like that ombre edge. And then top is orange and bottom is blue. And I don't think there's anything else, whoops, special to it. Yeah, just orange book with the blue foil spine. But I'm so excited. And because I have started a summer TBR, I don't really do a monthly TBR because, I mean, really during the school year, I just didn't have time to do a lot of reading. And then TBR kind of gives me just this anxious feeling that I'm not getting through what I plan to read. So I try not to put that pressure on me, especially with, I'm currently in grad school. So when I'm like, it's a lot on my plate to deal with teaching and then going to school that I don't get a lot of reading done. And I took a summer class too, so I'm actually still in class right now, but I have a little bit more time since we're out for summer break, so I'm not teaching, so I'm only going to class. Maybe I'll get a little bit more reading done in the summer, so I am going to do a summer TBR. So I'm excited to add this one because, so my summer TBR, I just picked books that they might not necessarily be like beach reads or summer reads, but they give me some sort of summer vibe to them. And so I just like the way that feels. This is the first time I've done it though, because last year I did make a summer TBR, but I didn't read it. I think the only one that I read on my summer TBR was The Summer I Turned Pretty and Happy Place. I think those were the only ones. But I made another one. We'll see if I get through it. That will be later on in the video. I will go over my summer TBR. I'm just trying to do this unboxing now. And then since I just got home from my appointment, I haven't ate all day today, so grab something to eat. So we're just gonna try to go through this quickly. But I will be adding, rambling on, I will be adding this one to the summer TBR up there whenever I do go over it. So that's the first unboxing. Long-winded way for my first unboxing. So we'll put this one up here. Okay. All right. Next one is from Fairyloot. I can't remember what I ordered. I do remember ordering this. Okay. The next book I have is The Spanish Love Deception from Fairyloot. And then I like how the cover, like the little print on the cover, continues on to match. Well, it doesn't continue on, but it kind of matches the edges. Oh, that's cute too. And then the end pages match as well. That is so cute. It's a coffee, an airplane, luggage, wine glasses, a taco. I love it. And then there is the naked cover. Cute. I recently bought another one of hers. I don't know if it's the Roommate Experiment or something. I can't even tell you. I don't even know what I got. But I think I've recently purchased another one of hers. I haven't read anything from her though, but I am excited about this one because I hear about this one nonstop. So then when I saw the Fairyloot edition come up, I got it without knowing if I like it. But so it says it's an enemies to lovers fake dating romance, perfect for those looking for a steamy slow burn with a promise of a sweet, happy ever after. Sounds great. I don't know if this one's really going to give me summer vibes. I'll have to. I don't know. So I don't know if we'll put her on the summer TBR, but happy to have that one. Next one is another Fairyloot. Because I haven't been getting my Illuma crates. I must have canceled them and I didn't realize it. Not canceled them. What do you call it? Skipped it. Maybe I skipped my Illuma crates. I don't remember doing that though. Okay, so this one, yeah, I got an email about it. So instead of getting my May box from Fairyloot, they accidentally sent me, I don't even know what this, I don't even know what it's called. I know it has a name to it. So I didn't order these. I didn't order these because I didn't think that I would be into them, because I don't like a lot of spice. I can handle a little bit, but when it's predominantly spice, I'm not fond of that. So I wasn't interested in them, but they accidentally sent them to me, so I'm going to give them a try. They're really pretty colors, but it was, I forgot what the duo is called, but it is Icebreaker and Wildfire. So this one is purple and blue, metallic-y looking, and then the edges are really cute. It's little ice skates, hockey skates and ice skates. Oh, here. No, it doesn't say it on the card either. I forgot what I know they're called something, but anyways, and then that's got little skates on the back. And then it's got doesn't have reversible jackets, but it does have artwork. Oh, it's the same front and back. And then there's the naked cover with blue foiling. I mean, they're pretty. I just don't know if the writing is for me. I'm not sure. I may have to try though. And I've never really read a hockey romance. I do own one. I forgot what it's called. The Deal. But I haven't read it yet. And then here is Wildfire, and it's a pink and orange metallic-y ombre. Then it has a little campfire on the back. And then these edges are so cute. It's hot cocoa. That's so stinking cute. There's the end pages and the naked cover. Okay, so Icebreaker is a hockey romance. And it says, Anastasia Allen has worked her entire life for a shot at Team USA. It looks like everything is going according to plan when she gets a full scholarship to the University of California at Maple Hills. Maple Hills, is that what it's called? Maybe. And lands a place on their competitive figure skating team. Nothing will stand in her way, not even the captain of the hockey team, Nate Hawkins. Nate's focus as captain is on keeping his team on the ice, which is tricky when a facilities mishap means they are forced to share a rink with the figure skating team, including Anastasia, who clearly can't stand him. But when Anastasia's skating partner faces an uncertain future, she may have to look at Nate to take her shot. Sparks fly, but Anastasia isn't worried because she could never like a hockey player, right? So that one is Icebreaker. And then Wildfire. If I could change one thing in my past, it'd cause a ripple effect and I wouldn't chance not meeting you. Of course I know you really well, Anastasia. You're my favorite subject. Okay, maybe I will like these. Okay, so Wildfire is, it only takes one spark. When Russ and Aurora cross paths at a university party, a drinking game ends with them spending the night together, but Aurora slips away before Russ learns her full name. This anonymity, this anonymity ends when they both turn up to their first day of work as camp counselors, a job they both chose to escape Maple Hills for the summer. Given their history, there's still an obvious tension between the two, but the camp has a strict no staff fraternizing rule. Russ doesn't want to risk heading home early, but Aurora has never been one for rules. As things heat up, they'll have to resist or risk starting something that they can't stop. That one I'll save for the fall. I don't know, because it's giving a lot of fall vibes with the hot cocoa and the campfires. That just screams fall to me. So I'm going to save it for the fall before I give it a try. Oh, but there is footsteps in the sand. I don't care. Hot cocoa, I'm saving it for the fall. And then this one, I can't help but want to save it for the winter. So neither one of those will make my summer TBR. Next one is Illumicrate. Again, I cannot remember what month. Oh, I can't even open the freaking box. Yeah, it's a lot easier than I thought. I'm just a wimp. Man, I guess I just forgot about this box and had it like stacked away. Because this is January's Illumicrate box for Murder Mystery is the theme. So let's just get into it because a girl is hungry. So we are going to get it done. Okay, the first item is Ministry of Alchemy phone grip. Inspired by a master of Jinn. I couldn't figure out the book. Okay, so there is the phone grip. I really like when they send the phone grips though, because they're metal, enamel. And I mean, I don't ever really like the design necessarily, but I really like that they're enamel. I don't know if I'll use this one though, because I already put, one of them was on my old Kindle and I put it on the Kindle itself instead of a case. So then I can't reuse it and that Kindle broke. But I already have one on my current Kindle case. So this one would have to wait, but maybe I'll do like a fantasy themed one and then I could put it on that one. Anyways, I love their phone grips because I like the whole enamel thing. All right, next item is that this one? That's kind of cool. The Best Stories Reusable Sticker Book. Store all your stickers in one place with this fandom neutral. So that's cool because it looks like the best stories are found between the pages of a passport. So it's made to look like a passport cover. That's cute. And it's got like all the stamps from like a passport. That's cute. Man, it's pretty thick. A pretty big sticker book. That's awesome. I like it. And it's kind of like a faux leather. I think it feels leathery. Whatever it's made out of, it feels like leather. I like it. Okay, so phone grip, sticker book. Next item we have is Light It Up bookmark set featuring many of favorite characters from Crescent City. This set of 5 bookmarks will help keep your place in any book. I have not read Crescent City yet. I own them all, but have not started it yet because I am still, I save fantasy for fall, so then I'm limiting myself to what time of the year that I read it, but then I still have to finish. It is my reading goal because this year I am focusing on actually finishing a series that I start because I have this really bad problem with starting a series and then I just wait and I lose that motivation. So I am on page 24 of A Court of Silver Flames. See, I even put, this is my goal to finish series that I start. So far, I've put ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, Crescent City, Inheritance Games, Magnolia Parks, Chestnut Springs, and couldn't tell you what that says. It's a bunch of letters. Apparently they stand for something and I can't remember what. TWNGO. I don't know. I don't know what that's for, but I've been on page 24 since like March and I've not picked her back up. But so I have to finish this one first and I went out of order. So I did the series first and then because it was shorter, I have all of Throne of Glass, but it was a lot longer of an endeavor and this one was shorter. I've got to finish this book and then I'm going to do Throne of Glass and then I'll get to Crescent City. So I haven't even read Crescent City yet, but I do own all the books. So I have no idea who these people are. But here's the whole set. So you've got this guy. And we've got this person. Then here. Then here. And then this person. So I am excited to have them for whenever I do read Crescent City. The next item I have is a library stamp. Eleanor West library stamp with artwork inspired by the Wayward Children series. Oh, cool. So it's like, we've gotten stamps before, but they were just the actual stamp, and you had to, oh no, maybe it did come with a block. Maybe it did come with a block. But this one comes with a handle. That's cool. So here is the handle part of the stamp that says property of Eleanor West. And then the actual stamp is from the library of, so you can stamp your books. For my sister-in-law, I got her a embosser for her books that says, like, I had it personalized with her name on it so she could emboss her books. And also, I liked that, getting her that gift, because her name is Korean. It's Myung-hee. And so she's never able to actually buy something with her name on it. So it's kind of special in two ways, that she could emboss her books, but also to finally have something that has her name personalized on it. I've done that a couple times, got her personalized gifts, because I know she can never find her name on anything. So I also got her like a wooden engraved bookmark with her name on it. I don't know if she's used either of those gifts, but that was super cute. I like it. I still want an embosser, because I bought her one and I didn't get myself one because I gotta find a design I like. I'm just really indecisive, so it takes me forever to find things because there's so many options out there. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Anyway, so that one is the stamp. Love it. Okay, the next thing is, or the last item, I should say. Isn't it the last one? Yeah. The last item is, sorry, my dog's barking, cinnamon and gingerbread apron. And it is inspired by A Wizard's Guide to Defensive Baking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cook because I have to, but I don't really enjoy cooking, and I definitely don't bake. But maybe one day I will want to wear an apron. I guess those two don't actually depend on each other. Even if you don't like to cook, maybe you still like to wear aprons. Regardless, maybe I will make myself use this, but it's very pretty. It is purple and has all these fun little designs. So we've got this bread, we've got some sort of cookie here, and a strawberry, and cups of tea, and a cake, and a lemon, and gingerbread men. This is a really cute apron. That's not adjustable, but really cute. Oh, and it's got a funky looking horse on it. A dead horse. A horse's skeleton. Oh, and the cupcake looks like a ghost. So some creepy vibes to it. I don't know that book. Really, so I don't know like the vibes of that book. But that is the last item of that box. And then the book is Voyage of the Damned by Frances White. That is gorgeous. Are you kidding me? There's something about when a book has like that iridescent holographic foil. I love it every time. So you might not think this is beautiful if you don't like iridescent or holographic, whatever it's called, but I love that. That is so beautiful. So Voyage of the Damned, the back says, we can get murdered tomorrow. Tonight we party. So there's the back side of it. Here's the edges. And then the top and bottom are solid. And the end pages are not really a map. It's like a map of a ship. Anyway, so there's the end pages. It's the same front and back. The naked cover. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Sorry, my dog is going buck wild right now. She's, you know, that's what she does. She has anxiety issues and can't be away from people ever. Yay. We've unboxed. So far, this is what we've gotten through. And I've got 3 Book of the Month boxes, 3 more Fairyloot boxes. Yeah, I said that right. Fairyloot boxes. So we're almost there. Hang in there with me. All right, I'll be back right after lunch. You won't even notice I was gone. Had to finish cooking dinner, but it's all good. It's all done. So we've got 1, 2, 3 more Fairyloot boxes and 3 Book of the Month boxes to unbox. So we're making progress. The next one is a Fairyloot box. And this one is the YA monthly subscription box. I just can't remember what month it is. So this one is from January too. Nah, I might have more boxes. I just didn't remember it. Okay, so this one is January, and the theme for that month is Regency and Scandal. So the first item is a plant pot. Ceramic plant flower pot, and is inspired by the Emily Wilde series. So I always like the boxes. So I keep the boxes, and I've read, I think it was when I started the new Abby Jimenez, when she said, yeah, it was that book, when she said that she doesn't get attachments to anything. For example, she doesn't even keep the box that her phone comes in or that her devices come in. I'm that person. I keep all the boxes. And so the same thing with these like Fairyloot and Illumicrate boxes. I keep all those boxes too. And I've got a pile of them, and I need to let go and stop. But they're so pretty to me that I feel like I can't just take them, break them down, and take them to recycling because they're so pretty. But here's the box with all these cute little butterflies on them. And it's so pretty. I don't know what I would do with it, but it's so pretty. So here is the pot. And it's got like these scalloped edges. She's so pretty. I think maybe I'll use her for bookmarks. I don't know if they would fit in there, but it's pretty. And I don't have a lot of plants. Maybe I could buy like some succulents to put in here. I don't know what, but she's pretty. Love it. That's really cute. Isn't the box too pretty to just break down and recycle? I don't know. Figure it out though. I won't figure it out. I'll end up keeping it. Okay, the next item is a lunch bag designed by Bluey Boo. And it is inspired by the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels. I think I'll actually use it as a makeup bag because it's kind of shallow, but really pretty. It's lavender, and then it's got all these like little teacups and swords and daggers and the little flowers. I guess those are wisteria, maybe. I'm not quite too sure. It's got a handle, double zipper. It's like a silky feeling. The inside is like solid lavender. She's pretty. I think I'm gonna make her a makeup case. So loving that too. A huge bag. I don't know what this is. I don't understand. I'm not quite sure what this is. So I have another bag, and it's not on the card. It is Ember in the Ashes. Oh, okay. Something off of what I've actually read. But it's been so long since I've read Ember in the Ashes that I don't really remember. So it is Ember in the Ashes travel case, and it says Black Cliff Academy, duty first onto death. And then it's got like little mask. I do remember like the mask from the story. It's got a little mask. I don't know what that other thing's supposed to be. And then swords. It has a handle. It has like these. There's these mesh pockets at the top. And then it's got like a separator. So I don't know exactly what it's for. It's like a packing cube with a handle. And then the last item is a brooch inspired by a fragile enchantment. So I like how heavy it is. It's like a heavy duty metal, but it is creepy. I definitely don't want this. I don't want this. I'm definitely not going to use this. She's creepy. But there's the brooch. Your card and your matching bookmark. And then the character print with the author letter. So I guess she's the one that's on the brooch. The tarot cards, covers, the book is pretty, the cover, it's pretty, but the faces kind of creep me out a little. So the book is A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saft. It's got like the pink foiling. And there's the edges. And then the back says, a love story for the ages threaded with intrigue and scandal. His golden eyes burned with an intensity just north of hostile. And when his gaze locked with hers, she swore her heart stopped. The artwork on the inside kind of creeps me out a little bit too. There's that. And that. And the back, oh, and then there's the naked cover. Now that is gorgeous. And then the naked cover has foiling too, like the pink. And there's the back. And the back of the book says, she embroidered until Kit's breathing evened out beside her, until it fell quietly into rhythm with hers. So, what's she about, you ask? Oh, here's the reverse side. All right. So, what is she about? In glittery Avaland, nobles attend candlelit balls while unrest brews among the working class. Renowned dressmaker Niam is tasked with designing the prince's wardrobe for a royal wedding, but the magic in her blood that lets her stitch emotions and memories into fabric is the same magic that will eventually kill her. Cursed and alone, Niam finds herself drawn to the prickly cold prince, and an unlikely friendship begins to blossom into something more. That is until an anonymous gossip column is released exposing their chemistry and threatening scandal. As tensions rise within the royal court and protests rage outside its walls, Niam must decide what cost she's willing to pay for a future and a love she never thought possible. So I very much love the naked cover of the book. It's just the dust jacket that I'm not into, but that's okay. We're gonna put her on to keep her safe and do her thing. I completely forgot to say what Voyage of the Damned is about. Okay, so Voyage of the Damned, 12 magical blessings, 12 days at sea, one chance to stop a killer and save the world. For 1,000 years, Concordia has maintained peace between its provinces. To mark the incredible feat, the Emperor's ship embarks upon a 12-day voyage to the sacred goddess's mountain. Aboard are the heirs of the 12 provinces of Concordia, each graced with unique and secret magical ability known as a blessing. Except one, Ganymedes Pissarro, class clown, slacker, and all-round disappointment. When a beloved heir is murdered, everyone is a suspect. Stuck at sea and surrounded by powerful people without a blessing to protect him, odds of survival are slim. But as the bodies pile higher, Ganymedes, must become the hero he was not born to be. Can he unmask the killer and their blessing before this bloody crusade reaches the shores of Concordia? Or will the empire as he knows it fall? That sounds interesting. Love that smell. Okay, so that was that one. And we are done with another box. Yes. Now we have an adult Fairyloot subscription box. I don't remember. I don't know what month it is either, but based on those other two, it's probably January. I just forgot. No, this one's April. See, I don't know what's up with all these boxes and how I did it. So April's adult Fairyloot box, The theme was the occult. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. What do you do when the devil comes knocking? The spellbinding story explores love, fear, and the occult, all through the eyes of a psychic prodigy who is desperately trying to find a workaround on an ancestral deal that is threatening his life. Yes. So here's the book. Okay, I thought it was upside down. No, the picture's just upside down. Okay, there's the book. I can't pronounce that. Evocation by S.T. Gibson. So S.T. Gibson's books always seem to have like this same kind of color scheme going on. It says, only blood can rewrite blood. There are the edges. And then here's the naked cover. And the inside pages are kind of like glossy. They're the same, no. The reverse jacket. I was interested in getting this one through Aardvark, so I'm glad that he did not do that because I think it was the same month. Okay, so what is this one about? So from the international bestselling author of A Dowry of Blood, when a family curse threatens the life of David, a median, he will turn to the only person he's ever trusted, his sorcerer ex-boyfriend, Reese, which means he will have to open his heart to Moira, Reese's astrologer wife. Meet David, Reese, and Moira for the first time as they navigate magic-riddled Boston through hierarchical secret societies, familial bonds from beyond the grave, and much more in this gorgeous, richly imagined novel. So there is that one. The next one we have is Fairyloot YA monthly subscription. Again, don't know what month it is. So it is May's. So where's my May Illumicrate? So I haven't got the May adult Fairyloot box yet because that's when they accidentally sent me the Wildfire instead. So I'm still waiting for them to send me the May adult box. So I don't have that one yet. I don't know why. I haven't got a Illumicrate and I don't remember skipping it. So I'm not quite sure. I have to look into that. I don't know what's going on. But this one is the May YA Fairyloot subscription box, and the theme for May is scholarly secrets. The first item is a glasses case and it's based on the temptation of magic. There's, and it's got like a snap button closure, and it's just black on the inside. So that is based on the temptation of magic. The next item is a secret book presenting the lessons of the classical art, the fourth and final in this collection of series books. Huh. So here's the box. Because you know I like the boxes. Well, for these, the box looks exactly usually like the book. Yeah, see, like almost. So lessons on the classical art. There is the front, the spine, and the back. And the inside. The next item is Dark Academia page tabs. So here's the packaging. Oh, they're cute. I like the little books on that. So here they are. Those are cute. Next item is enamel pin inspired by A Study in Drowning. So here's the packaging. Oh, this one's cute. I will love you to ruination. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Cute's not the right word. It's really pretty. I like that it looks like a typewriter. See, I like this one. This brooch. First of all, is like brooch the same thing as a brooch? Like a pin version of a brooch? I don't know. This one is creepy though. She creeps me out. I'm not putting her on the little pin banner. But she is beauty and grace in this United States. So she is going on the pin banner. Okay, our featured book of the month is atmospheric and with a dark academia setting, this is the thrilling story of a girl with the ability to overpower supernaturals. Nicole must hide her identity whilst forging an alliance with her enemy. But will she be able to withstand the allure of magic? Your Fairyloot exclusive edition has an exclusive redesigned cover, reversible dust jacket, foil design on the hardcover, digital sprayed edges with a solid top and bottom, foiled end papers with different art on the front and the back, bonus content, a digital signature, and an author letter bound into the book. This month's book is The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. There's the front, the back, the edges, the inside. Oh, no, we need to do the naked first. That is nice. I like when, you know, they actually do a design where it's not just like a foiling of the character. Those are my least favorite, so I really like this one. Then here's the inside, the back inside, and reverse jacket. I like the spine of the jacket too. Okay, let's see what she's about. As an Imperial, Nicole has the ability to kill any deadly supernatural. But if her power ever awakened, the Wake, the organization that governs supernaturals, would force her to be their loyal huntress, or kill her like they did her mother. To stay safe, Nicole hides in a small university town, convinced the mythological art collection at a local manor contains a final message from her mother. But before she can study it, Cayenne McCarter, the Wake's most skilled Imperial, arrives on his own hunt. When Nicole and Cayenne discover that Cayenne's prey has stolen a painting for leverage, they're forced to work together. As the creature threatens to expose Nicole's powers, her tenuous alliance with Cayenne threatens her heart. If her true identity is revealed, Cayenne will hunt her next. No one disobeys the Wake and survives, especially when the art they're seeking unveils a conspiracy that would change the lives of creatures and humans forever. But Nicole may only be able to resist one, her wicked impulses, or a love that could repaint her world. And after a life of hiding her true nature, who could resist the temptation of magic? Sounds good. Next month's Fairyloot's going to be, so the month of June, their theme is going to be Decadent Desires. Decadent. Sorry about that. Me and words were not good today. We're excited to reveal that June's theme for the monthly YA box is Decadent Desires. Get ready to be swept away by opulent treasures and lavish surprises as we unveil a world of decadence fit for the most discerning book lovers. In this box, you'll find items inspired by Poison Study, A Court of Thorn and Roses, The Crimson Moth, Shatter Me, and our featured book of the month. We're excited to reveal that this box will also include our next set of foiled character bookmarks and a useful item we have never done before. What lengths would you go to gain everything you ever wanted? Our featured book of the month follows a main character who is one step away from obtaining her wildest dreams and desires. But what happens when a young, handsome stranger stands in her way? This is a story filled with cunning schemes and treachery amidst a backdrop of splendor. The Fairyloot exclusive edition will have an exclusive cover colorway, reverse dust jacket artwork, a digitally sprayed edge with solid top and bottom, design with foil on the hardcover, artwork on the end papers with foil, different front and back, and bonus content. This edition will have an author letter with a digital signature bound into the book. Why do they keep doing that? I really like when you get the character print with a letter on it. I don't know, they're both nice, I guess. Okay, so that was May's Fairyloot. Oh yeah, so my whole idea on putting bookmarks, I highly underestimated the size of bookmarks. Yeah, that's right, underestimated. You were like way too far away. I did not like it. Okay, that's better, right? I feel like you were a mile away just a minute, like when I came back from dinner. So sorry about that. I don't know if I did that the whole time. My bad. So I have another Fairyloot adult box, and I cannot remember if I ever unboxed it. It's sitting over here halfway open, so I feel like I did not. So I apologize if I have, but I don't think I did. This box is the March adult box, and the theme was a feather. Nope. Swan Lake. And our feature book of the month has an exclusive redesigned cover, an alternative colorway of the trade cover on the reverse dust jacket, digitally sprayed edges on all 3 edges, with foil on the hardcover, author letter bound into the book, and a digital signature. And it's about discover a hidden gate to the Fae realm and join Fia, a challenging turned spy, in her efforts to bring back a stolen princess who is cursed to turn into a swan by day. Everything is made more complicated by an accompanying prince and a gradually growing suspicion that the truth of her mission may be different than it seemed. Okay, so here is... Ooh. She is pretty. So here is the book. It is A Feather So Black by... I don't want to butcher her name, so there's her name. Lyra Celine. So A Feather So Black. And then there's the cover and the back and the digitally sprayed edges. And then the tops and bottom both are the same. There is the naked cover and the naked spine. I like that. And there. This one. Oh, it's the same. It's pretty. Okay. A Feather So Black is a sizzling fantasy romance set in a world of perilous magic and moonlit forest, spinning a seductive tale of a changeling princess, her cursed sister, and the dangerous Fae Lord she must defeat to save her family. In a kingdom where magic has been lost, Fia is a rare changeling, left behind by the wicked fair folk when they stole the High Queen's daughter, Ela. When a hidden gate to the world of the fair folk is discovered, Fia is tasked by the High Queen to retrieve Ela and break her curse. But she doesn't want to go alone. With her is Prince Rogan, Ela's betrothed and Fia's childhood best friend. As the two journey into a world where magic winds through the roots of the trees and beauty can be a deadly illusion, Fia's mission is complicated by her feelings for the prince and her unexpected attraction to the dark-hearted Fae Lord holding Ela captive. Irian might be more monster than man, but he seems to understand Fia in a way no one ever has. So there is that one. And she is beautiful. My reading goal for this year is to make a dent on book box books. I am guilty of not prioritizing them and reading them when picking something to read, and I really want to start reading through them and maybe unhauling ones that I end up not liking. But it's hard to because they're so beautiful. I will say there's only one that I have unhauled so far, and it was Jade. I can't even remember the name of it. I read it and I didn't care for it. Jade Fire something. Jade Fire Glory? I don't know. I can't even remember. I remember the edges was, it was white with a pink sword. But I did unhaul that one. I gave that one away to someone, and it sparked something in me that I'm like, that I need to continue with that and to start reading through more of them to see. Another one that I'm not really interested in, and I feel like it wouldn't hurt me as much to get rid of it because I don't think that it looks nice either, is this one. So, Portrait of a Thief. It's kind of giving Ocean's 11. That's the vibe it's giving. but I'm not really interested in it. And I don't really care for like the cover. The edges aren't really anything special, it's just solid colored. And then I don't really like the reverse art or the cover. I don't care one way or the other. The only thing that bothers me is that it's like cut off. And then it bothers me a little bit that the title page is not centered. It's like right aligned. So there's a lot of little things about it that I just, I don't really care. So I'm just torn between, do I take the time to read it first to make sure that I don't like it before I unhaul it? Or do I not even bother because I have over 400 books on my shelf unread that maybe I should spend that time? Because my fiance told me that pretty much he doesn't think that I'm even going to get through my unread books in my lifetime. Rude. Because he said that the number's never going to change because as I read them, I buy new books. So he doesn't think that I'm ever going to finish any of my books. So once he said that to me, now I'm just feeling like, should I even like waste time reading books then that I'm not, that I didn't, you know, I didn't pick this book and I'm not really interested in this book. Is it a waste of time if I read it before I unhaul it? Just unhaul it, don't even think about it? Or should I at least read it because it was picked for a reason? So it could be good. Jade Fire Glory, I think that is the name of that book, Jade Fire Glory. But I didn't like that one either. And like when I read the synopsis, it sounded like it was going to be interesting. And so I read it, but like halfway through the book, parts of it would intrigue me, but then I just got to the point where it was kind of really boring and I was not paying attention as I was reading it. And I finished it, but I wasn't, because I think it's going to have a sequel and I didn't care to continue the story. And so I figured I should not keep her on my shelf either, and she needs to go to somebody that would love her better than I can. So I unhauled her. So here is pretty wonderful stack. She looks great. To the book of the month unboxings. I don't do book of the month every month. So like if I like a book, I'll pick it that month. If I don't like any, I'll skip it. And then sometimes I'll skip it a couple times and then I'll just do like multiple books later on. So I don't actually ever know what months these are because I don't know what months I skipped. I didn't keep up with it. But this one's a bigger one. 1, 2, 3. So this one has 4. Okay, I do remember picking these books. So this one is Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, I think is how you say it. And and the back of her is like this aqua Tiffany blue color. That's fun. So this was a February book of the month. So it says, love shows up when you least expect it. I'm not gonna lie. I pretty much picked this because I really, really like the colors on this cover. I pick a lot of books because I like the cover, and that has not been good for me lately. Like I picked Reckless Girls because of the cover. Really did not like that one. The Paris Apartment, I liked like the hot pink on the letters on the dark background. And no, that one I really liked the premise of it too, but I ended up unhauling that one. Really good actually, or something like that. I liked the cover of that one and I really didn't like it that much. Pineapple Street, I bought that one because it was a really pretty cover, and then when I read that one, I don't know if I just wasn't in the mood for that one. I finished it, but I got kind of bored in the middle. Anyways, so that's not been working out well for me. Hopefully this one does, because she is really pretty. But it says, a surprise pregnancy leads to even more life-changing revelations in this heartfelt, slow burn, friends to lovers romance. Eve Hatch lives for surprises. Just kidding. She expects every tomorrow to be pretty much the same as today. She loves her cozy apartment in Brooklyn, close to her childhood best friend Willa, and far from her traditional telling you mean the words today, Midwestern family who have never really understood her. While her job is only dream adjacent, it's comfortable and steady. She knows what to expect from life until she finds herself literally expecting after an uncharacteristic one-night stand. So now Eve's loyal friendship with Willa is feeling tense, and it's actually Willa's steadfast older brother, Shep, who steps up to help. He's always been friendly, but now he's ordering her surprise lunches, listening to all of her complaints, and is suddenly kind of hot. Then there's the baby's father, who is technically supportive, but majorly conflicted. Maybe it's her surging hormones, maybe it's the way Shep's shoulders look in a t-shirt, but Eve starts to wonder if she's been secretly desiring more from every aspect of her life over the course of 9 months. From every aspect of her life. Over the course of 9 months, as Eve struggles to figure out the right next step in her expanding reality, she learns that family and love in all forms can sneak up on you when you least expect it. Sounds good. So that one is Ready or Not. The next one in this box is, it's not a month. It's just says Contemporary Fiction. I guess it was like an extra one of, I don't know. And it is Family by Lori Frankel. I have a feeling I picked that one because of the cover too. I'm digging these colors. Oh man, the next one is really pretty too. This is a really pretty box. Okay, so this one is Family by Laurel Frankel. Not all stories of adoption are stories of pain and regret, not even most of them. Why don't we ever get that movie? So India Allwood grew up wanting to be an actor. Armed with a stack of index cards for research, line memorization, makeshift confetti, she goes from awkward 16-year-old to Broadway ingenue to TV superhero. Her new movie is a prestige picture about adoption, but its spin is the same old tired story of tragedy. India is an adoptive mom in real life, though. She wants everyone to know there's more to her family than the usual story would lead you to believe. So she does something an actor should never do. She tells a journalist the truth. It's a bad movie. Soon she's at the center of a media storm, battling accusations from the press and the paparazzi, from protesters on the right and advocates on the left. Her twin 10-year-olds know they need to help their mom, and who better to call than family? But that's where it gets really messy, because India's not just an adoptive mother. The one thing she knows for sure is that what makes a family isn't blood, and it isn't just love, because no matter how they're formed, the truth about families is they're complicated. So that one sounds good too. Then the next one is Tomb Sweeping Stories. Are these short stories? I don't ever usually read short stories. Okay, so Tomb Sweeping Stories by Alexandra Chang. That book is stunning too. And this one was a December 2023 pick. See, I'm telling you, my boxes are all over the place. I don't even know. Compelling and perceptive, Tomb Sweeping probes the loyalties we hold to relatives, to strangers, and to ourselves. In stories set across the U.S. and Asia, Alexandra Chang immerses us in the lives of immigrant families, grocery store employees, expecting parents, and guileless lab assistants. A woman known only to her neighbors as the Asian recycling lady collects bottles from the streets she calls home. An unfulfilled housewife in Shanghai finds a secret outlet for her ambitions in an undercover gambling den. Two strangers become something more through the bond of mistaken identity. Adeptly attuned to the mystery of living, Tomb Sweeping invites us to consider whether one person can ever entirely do right by another. So there's that one. And then the last one in this box is Shark Heart, a love story by Emily Habeck, maybe? Oh, the back's cute too. And this one was an August 2023 pick. I don't know. I don't. You know, it's just respectfully leave me alone. Like, book of the month bookmarks are like the equivalent of like bumper stickers, I feel like. A gorgeous debut novel of marriage, motherhood, metamorphosis, and letting go, this intergenerational love story begins with newlyweds Ren and her husband Lewis, a man who over the course of 9 months transforms into a great white shark. So for Lewis and Ren, their first year of marriage is also their last. A few weeks after their wedding, Lewis receives a rare diagnosis. He will retain most of his consciousness, memories, and intellect, but his physical body will gradually turn into a great white shark. As Lewis develops the features and impulses of one of the most predatory creatures in the ocean, his complicated artist heart struggles to make peace with his unfulfilled dreams. At first, Ren internally resists her husband's fate. Is there a way for them to be together after Lewis changes? Then a glimpse of his developing carnivorous nature activates long repressed memories for Ren, whose story alternates between her childhood living on a houseboat in Oklahoma, her time with a college ex-girlfriend, and her unusual friendship with a woman pregnant with twin birds. This is crazy. Woven throughout this bold novel is the story of Ren's mother, Angela, who became pregnant with Ren at 15 in an abusive relationship amid her parents' crumbling marriage. In the present, all of Ren's grief eventually collides, and she is forced to make an impossible choice. Oh, the writer went to Vanderbilt. I live near Vanderbilt. This feels massive, but it's actually just barely over 400 pages, but it feels like a chunker. These bookmarks will fit in my, no, barely. I don't know. I will find something. Maybe tabs? Maybe tabs will fit in here. Who's to know these things? So that was that box. And let me say, she was a pretty box, right? Doesn't that look good together? But so Shark Hearts, Tomb Sweeping Stories, Family, and Ready or Not was that box. My first year teaching, I was in a portable, and then my second year, they anticipated that we were going to grow too big for me to be able to have a classroom. So they put me on a cart. And even though we did have extra classrooms, they just wouldn't let me teach out of them. So I was on a cart. And let me tell you, an entire school year on a cart was very taxing. But the wheel on my cart kept breaking off, like kept falling out. And I had to keep repairing it. And so I feel like this cart, like the wheel was acting funny when I was trying to pull it over, and I was feeling like I was getting some PTSD from being on a cart all year. Okay, my next book of the month box. Again, it's not like really months, I think, but maybe it is. Maybe this one, it was all the same month. I can't remember. Emotional Support Bookmark. This first one is from, okay, these might all be May. Okay, so the first book is, oh, it got bent, is Real Americans by Rachel Khong. And this one is for May 2024. So from the award-winning author of Goodbye Vitamin, an exhilarating novel of American identity that spans 3 generations in one family and asks what makes us who we are and how inevitable are our futures. So Real Americans begins in New York City on the precipice of Y2K when 22-year-old Lily Chen, an unpaid intern at a slick media company, meets Matthew. Matthew is everything she's not, poised, confident, and most notably heir to a vast pharmaceutical fortune. Lily, the only child of scientists who fled Mao's Cultural Revolution, was raised in Tampa and is flat broke. Despite their differences, Lily and Matthew fall in love. In 2021, a 15-year-old Nick Chen feels like an outsider. On the isolated Washington island where he lives with his single mother, Lily, he can't shake the sense she's hiding something. When Nick sets out to find his biological father, the quest threatens to raise more questions than it provides answers. In immersive, moving prose, Rachel Khong weaves in a profound tale of class and striving race and visibility and family and inheritance. A story of trust, forgiveness, and finally coming home. Exuberant and explosive, grand and entertaining, Real Americans is an inquiry into the forces that roil our new century. Are we destined or made? And if the latter, who gets to do the making? So that one is Real Americans. The next one in this, this box only has 2. This one wasn't like a monthly pick, it was a fantasy reads pick. But the next one is A Short Walk Through a Wide World by Douglas Westerbeek. Oh, the back's kind of cute too. So a dazzling epic novel that charts the incredible adventurous life of one woman as she journeys the globe trying to outrun a mysterious curse that will destroy her if she ever stops moving. Paris 1885, Aubrey Torvell, a spoiled and stubborn 9-year-old girl, comes across a wooden puzzle ball on her walk home from school. She tosses it over a fence only to find it in her backpack that evening. Days later, at the family dinner table, she starts to bleed to death. When medical treatment only makes her worse, she flees to the outskirts of the city where she realizes it is the very act of movement that keeps her alive. So begins her lifelong journey around the world, constantly on the run from her disease, which won't allow her to stay anywhere more than a few days. From the scorched dunes of her, I can't say that word, Kalanchio sand sea to the snow-packed peaks of the Himalayas, from a bottomless well in a Parisian courtyard to the shelves of a spectacular underground library, we follow Aubrey as she learns to survive on her own. We follow Aubrey as she learns to survive on her own. Along the way, she will encounter friends, enemies, and lovers, strange beasts, wild landscapes, opulent castles, and grand inventions. But the longer she wanders and the more of her unlikely existence she dares to share with others, the clearer it becomes that the world she travels through is not quite the same as everyone else's. Vivacious, independent, and irresistibly curious, Aubrey is an unforgettable heroine searching for meaning in life that seems otherwise impossible. A spellbinding and inspiring story of wisdom and hope for those who yearn for novelty and home alike. A Short Walk Through a Wide World reminds us that it's not the destination, but rather the journey. No matter how long it lasts, that makes us who we are. That sounds fantastic. I forgot how good that sounds. But it's not giving me summer vibes, so I'm probably not going to put it on my immediate summer TBR. But I can't wait to read that one. So this book box, oh, that scared me. This book box, these 2 were the only one for that book of the month box. And then I have one more. This one's got 3, and it is for April. This is April's book of the month box. Okay, first one. I love this cover with all my heart. I bought this strictly for the cover. I'm not even gonna lie. And if I don't enjoy her, she will continue to stay on my shelf. So I thought that about most of the books that I picked by the cover, and then I read it and then I didn't like it. And I was like, oh, well, I'll just keep it because I like the way it looks on my shelf. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, they're really taking up too much space on my bookshelf that I need for other books. So I read them. I'm not going to reread them. They're pretty, but they got to go. They got to go because they do not give me joy when I look at them anymore, even though they are pretty. I said I was going to stack up like my unhaul pile, but I get rid of them too. Like as soon as I decide, I get rid of it. So I never build an unhaul, but I usually just give them to friends. Like, hey, do you want this book? Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, so this one, I think even if I don't like her, but I hope I do. I hope I love it. But I will keep her regardless because this cover is just so beautiful to me. But it is Dragon Fruit by... I can't pronounce the name. And I do not want to butcher her name. Makaya? I don't know. That is her name. But this is the beautiful cover. And look at the little bat on the back. Oh, he's on the front too. I love it. I love it. Okay, dragon fruit. In the old tales, it is written that the egg of a sea dragon, dragon fruit, holds within it the power to undo a person's greatest sorrow. But as with all things that offer hope, when hope has gone, the tale comes with a warning. Every wish demands a price. Hanalei of Tamarine is the cherished daughter of an old island family. When her father steals a sea dragon egg, meant for an ailing princess, she is forced into a life of exile. In the years that follow, Hanalei finds solace in studying the majestic sea dragon that roams the Nami Sea, until one day an encounter with a female dragon offers her what she desires most, a chance to return home and to right a terrible wrong. Sam is the last remaining prince of Tamarine, but he can never inherit the throne, for Tamarine is a matriarchal society. With his mother ill and his grandmother nearing the end of her reign, Sam is left with two choices, to marry or to find a cure for the sickness that has plagued his mother for 10 long years. When a childhood companion returns from exile, she brings with her something he has not felt in a very long time, hope. But Hanalei and Sam are not the only ones searching for the dragon fruit, and as they battle enemies both near and far, there is another danger they cannot escape, that of the dragon fruit itself. There's that one. Super excited about her. The next one I got is also in April. Yeah, I think all these were... April was a good month. I remember being really interested in a lot of the books. Page is just a number. All right, the next one is How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwang. Oh my goodness. So the book I got is completely ripped up. That is crazy. Wow. That's crazy. That is bad. Oh. Okay, just don't look at it. And it's all like bubbled up too. Man, this book has been through it. I should have just got it in paperback at Target. Ugh. Helen hasn't seen Grant Shepherd once in the 13 years since the tragic accident that bound their lives together forever. Now a best-selling author, Helen pours everything into her career. She's even scored a coveted spot in the writer's room of the TV adaptation of her young adults novel. And if she can hide her imposter syndrome, surely the rest of her life will fall into place too. LA is a fresh start she needs. After all, no one knows her there, except Grant has done everything in his power to move on from the past, including building a life across the country. And while the panic attacks have never quite gone away, he's well liked around town as a screenwriter. He knows he shouldn't have taken the job on Helen's show, but it will open doors to developing his own projects that he can't pass up. Grant's exactly as Helen remembers him, charming, popular, and lovable in ways that she's never been. And Helen's exactly as Grant remembers too, brilliant, beautiful, and closed off. But working together is messy and electrifying, and Helen's parents, who have never forgiven Grant, have no idea he's in the picture at all. When secrets come to light, they must reckon with the fact that theirs was never meant to be any kind of love story. And yet, the key to making peace with their past and themselves might just lie in holding on to each other in the present. Sounds good, I'm into it. Sucks that she's kind of all like beat up and battered. And this last one is like the one out of all of the Book of the Month books that I am the most excited for. And that is The Husbands by Holly Gramazio. First of all, this cover is fantastic. I like the art. I like the colors, but the story sounds even better. I might have to put this on my immediate TBR, even though she's kind of full. Regardless, what is this one about? Do you take this man? No. What about this one? When Lauren returns home to her flat in London late one night, she is greeted at the door by her husband, Michael. There's only one problem. She's not married. She's never seen this man before in her life. But according to her friends, her much improved decor, and the photos on her phone, they've been together for years. As Lauren tries to puzzle out how she could be married to someone she can't remember even meeting, Michael goes to the attic to change a light bulb and abruptly disappears. In his place, a new man emerges, and a new, slightly altered life reforms around her. Realizing that her attic is creating an infinite supply of husbands, Lauren confronts the question, if swapping lives is as easy as changing a light bulb, how do you know you've taken the right path? When do you stop trying to do better and start actually living? A thrilling original debut, The Husbands brilliantly explores how we navigate life, love, and a choice in a world of never-ending options. That sounds so freaking good. I'm super excited. So out of that box, I got Dragon Fruit, How to End a Love Story, and The Husbands. So super excited about that box too. Okay, so there's my Book of the Month stack. Nice and colorful and fun looking. I wonder what makes them pick the little colors at the top. This one doesn't have a Book of the Month thingy. That's weird. I got it from Book of the Month, but it sure doesn't have one of those little Book of the Month tags on it. Boxes, labels, whatever you want to call it. Ooh. So see, don't fall. Shark Heart doesn't have one. I wonder what makes them pick these colors. Like, do they mean something? Are they just to match the book? These are both red. No, that one's pink. That one's red. But it's like a different red. Questions. I have questions. Anyways, I'm rambling. So I will talk to you later. I don't think I'm going to do an outro because I think that I'm going to come back and do the McKay's unboxing. I keep saying unboxing because they put it all in a box. It's a haul. My McKay's haul. I'm misspeaking. Okay. Well, I'm out. I'm done. I'm tired. I've been here too long. Okay. Bye. So editing Christina found out that putting a book haul and a book mail video all in one is entirely too long of a video. And I did not film an outro for that video because I thought I was going to put them all together. It's really awkward to just end it like that. But thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.